This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
94 is mostly uneventful for Holly. He's not on the SummerSlam card. He works a dark match at Survivor Series. He ends up in a tag team championship tournament finals, teaming with 1-2-3 Kid. At the Rumble in 95, Holly and the Kid defeat Bigelow and Tatanka in those finals to crown new tag champs. And I guess that's a little weird because we know that Bam Bam is about to be working with Lawrence Taylor in the main event of WrestleMania, but it is what it is. Ultimately, Holly and the Kid wind up losing the tag straps to the Smoking Guns. And I don't think a lot of people even remember this, but Bob Holly actually won the Intercontinental Championship from Jeff Jarrett in 95. Now, the company doesn't recognize the title win because the decision was reversed, but here's what happened. It was May 7th, 1995. It was actually taped back on April 26th. It aired on Action Zone, and Holly pinned WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett in a title match, but Jarrett had his foot on the ropes, and the decision was overturned and the title was vacated. Later in the show, Jarrett defeated Holly in a rematch for a vacant title after pinning Holly with a roll-up. So kind of a fun little footnote, and it shows you that, hey, somebody in the office is a believer in Bob Holly for him to get a spot like this. What was the tone and tenor of the office's take on Bob Holly in 95? Was Vince a fan, or did he have another advocate in the office?
I don't think any of us had any issues with Bob Holly, especially me, because he was so damn reliable.
Right.
And he could book him with anybody. You know, you're have a good match. He's going to give the fans, the paying customers, what they deserve. Effort was always there. So what was there not to like? The fact that Bob did not have overwhelming charisma is what it was. But that doesn't mean that, everybody can't be a 3 or 4 hole hitter like a baseball lineup.
Right.
Some guys got to hit 7 or 8.
Right.
But they're playing and they're getting paid for playing. So that's kind of what I think Vince saw in Bob. Is just reliable. He could be a baby face or a heel. He made all the guys Bob was not lazy. And one of the things that Bob demanded from the people that he worked with was effort. You don't want to get on his wrong side.
Let's talk about Survivor Series 96. Holly's in the opening elimination match. It's on Free for All, which was a 30-minute countdown program that was on the preview channel. Sort of a foreign concept now, but it gave you a chance to see what you might be missing out on and click that almighty buy button right before the show started. But in 97 though, he's involved even less with the company. He wrote in his book, the only reason he had bookings at this point was because Sid went to Pat Patterson and asked for him to be put back on the road. But even then, he wrestled very few matches on TV. In fact, one of the most notable matches he wrestled was defeating Brian Pillman on Raw is War on August 4th. It was a count-out win, but still, Pillman had to continue wearing a dress, and Holly was essentially gone from the company until early 1998. That's got to be frustrating. What do you say to a talent who has been with the company a long time and itching to go, but for whatever reason, creative has nothing for them, and they're just sort of on the outside looking in? I'm sure you've had to deal with that a lot over the years.
But they have a contract.
Yes.
And they're guaranteed money. And so if you tell them you're going to get paid everything that you're owed under the terms of this contract, most of them exhale. So that's how I look at it, Conrad. You're still getting paid and you're not going to be shorted. You can still live your life. You can still plan, and you can use this money as a budget. So you take some of the negativity from it. But as far as me saying, oh, I'm sure your time's going to come. Oh, I know the creator's going to have something for you, would be bullshit by me. And that ain't my game. Tell them the truth and then deal with it. So whatever that truth may create.
Right.
So that was the deal. He had a contract. He was a valuable member of the team. We didn't want to lose him because he could fill in spots. He was always ready to go to work. If somebody said, hey, look, my little girl's sick and I can't go on the road this weekend, whether they were a baby face or a heel, I knew that I had Bob there in Alabama ready to go. And he could work with anybody. So getting a skill set of that nature is rare. and it's valuable. So that's kind of how we looked at Bob at that time. Creative didn't have anything for him, but the wrestling side of the talent relations did. And we were going to keep paying him, and we're going to keep using him. And hopefully at some point in time, the right role will pop up and he'll get another breath of fresh air.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.